It Takes Two, Amy Iler, JJ Gordon. We're waking up on a Monday. We're just sliding right into a little brew it, pour it, sip it here
on a Monday. And the snow has just started falling. It feels very coffee-like outside.
It does. This morning was beautiful. It felt like summer outside. I mean, it did. Like 22 degrees and no wind. You could be comfortable outside for a very long period of time.
It definitely felt better, but we're a long ways away from me being like, hey, you know what? Shorts sound great today.
I mean, you could comfortably walk outside for a very long time. Now the wind is coming up. The snow is falling.
We learned last week when it was 8 below that you were wearing sandals without socks. So you're built different.
Yeah, I am.
It's Tyler Axness, by the way, if you didn't recognize his voice immediately.
Morning, I guess. I'll say good afternoon. It's not
this is just this is another, but I might be built differently. I think my kids are built differently too. They were outside playing on our swing set when it was 12 below. It felt like 30 below. And I noted at their swimming lessons, there were several kids who didn't show back up this week because the pool was too cold for their kids. And it's my kids were yeah, it's a little cold, but they didn't really notice. I'm my kids they're built different. They're North Dakota kids, you know? They're hardy.
I'll say this. I remember being can I go in the lake now? And they're the ice just went out yesterday.
Exactly.
No, it's time.
Okay, so let's talk coffee. A lot of our listeners have been texting in, Tyler and I taste tested. And the reason why JJ's not in this taste test is because he absolutely doesn't want to be. It's not because we want to exclude him, but he is not a coffee drinker.
I will enjoy my Lipton green tea over here.
Okay,
Thank you
do
very
that.
much.
And so we have taste tested Americanos from different coffee shops. We rated them.
That got me good.
That did. I was shaking.
I'm glad that we're doing this before I can actually grab lunch and maybe get a good base afterwards because my arms were floating after that, and then I had to do 3 hours of radio.
And your favorite, Mr. Caribou himself, picked Starbucks as his favorite.
I was shocked, stunned.
And I picked Dunn Brothers, which is just weird. That was a blind taste test. This is not a blind taste test. But we have decided, because you guys asked, that we would try some gas station coffees. People are, and in fairness, I bought 20-ounce coffees. They were all either just under $2 or just over $2. So if you want a big 20-ounce, dark, fresh, roasted cup of coffee, you can get it for $2 at a gas station, that's not bad. And all of these gas stations had the make on-site coffee where it grinds it and it makes it fresh for you. So we've got Holiday, Simonson's, and Casey's. Those are the three that we have. We didn't get every gas station, but we've got three. Now, just based off of smell, I haven't tried any of them. I'm going to tell you that the Holiday smells the best to me.
Okay, I thought you were going to tell me which one you thought smelled the worst.
The worst is Casey's.
When I opened up that lid,
that doesn't smell right.
Potent, but I didn't try it yet. I haven't tried any.
I haven't tried it, but just based off of smell, Holiday's the best. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah. Just off smell.
The smell, it's not right.
That's one of those, the Holiday that, you're saying, smells nice and rich. If you walked into that coffee shop and that lingered on your clothes all day, like happens, fine with it.
Fine with it. It's a deep, nutty smell.
It's like mahogany.
It is. Ooh. And the Casey's.
It's a good hardwood.
The Casey's has almost a high, weird note of something that is not pleasing to me.
I can feel it more at the tip of my nose.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. It's almost a really bright. I don't want to describe a coffee smell as bright. That's not
interesting.
Okay, so let's give them a taste.
All right.
Also, did you look at them? I mean, what's the darkness quotient on these?
They all look kind of the same, I'm going to be honest. I would say...
Actually, I think the Holiday's got a little bit more...
light?
A little more water appearance.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. A little thinner. Okay.
Okay, so I just did a taste.
By the way, they're using what look like birthday cups.
Confetti on it.
Yeah, right? Are you going to a 4-year-old's birthday after this, a dinosaur theme?
You can recycle them.
Oh, good.
Which makes me feel better because...
Can't you technically recycle any cup and just use it again?
Styrofoam, you can't.
You can use it twice. Just keep using it until it wears away.
I worked at a bank which the owner used the same styrofoam cup for years.
There you go.
True story.
What's wrong with that one?
I don't know. You've already tried all three of them? I've only gotten a sample of one.
Sorry, I tried them real quick. okay, I'll go back and try them again, but there is the smell of the Casey's, the taste of that's wrong to me. That doesn't taste
Smell
like,
and taste for the Casey's one.
And
no.
the Casey's was it wasn't a house blend, it was a medium roast. It was whatever their medium roast is.
Okay.
The Holiday was also a medium roast, and the Simonson's was a house blend,
Okay.
which was also medium, but I just decided to go house blend.
I've got a favorite. I do.
I do too. Holiday is my favorite.
That is same here. Yeah, there's something I can't quite place. I mean, I would drink all three of them. I'm not. I'm not very picky when it comes to coffee. I drink the free stuff in the break room.
I've seen you drink what I thought was pretty like motor oil.
There was one time because these guys that work over the weekends will brew, and I think they brewed it Saturday, and I had it like Monday. It was a holiday day. Terrible. That's the only time I'm like, I would not do this again.
Okay.
There's something that kind of lingers with the Simonsons.
Here's a weird question for you,
I agree.
Amy.
So-
What were these poured out of?
They were all out of the same kind of machine.
Okay.
So they all came out of that fresh brewed machine. And if you've been in a gas station in the last 5 years, this is what everyone's gone to. But I do believe we're serving different blends of coffee. The Simonson's is just their house blend. The Holiday is the medium roast, and the Casey's is a medium, whatever their medium roast is. Now, if we were to go on the coffee flavor wheel, which I can't do, like real coffee connoisseurs will use like this wheel of flavor.
Nope.
I don't know how to use that. I'm going to be honest, but I will say that I think that if I were to base our love for the Holiday one, that it has like a nutty flavor. And I would say that
Yeah. Okay. Now that you
nutty
use
flavor.
that description, yeah,
Yes.
you can totally taste that now.
If I go to the Casey's, it's got almost a fruity or a floral flavor that I don't like. I would call that fruity floral. I would call it like almost a sweet.
It's kind of got almost a dark chocolate undertone to it, also though.
Maybe I would say that I don't get the dark chocolate.
Okay.
But I think you're smelling a sweet flavor is what you're smelling. It's almost a sour or a citrus fruit to me too. Like it's got a really acidic, sour, fruity, floral taste to me that I'm not really liking. The Simonson's is like a roasted, almost like a burnt. But I'm not saying burnt in a bad way. I'm saying like a burnt, almost a tobacco-y taste to me. If I had to try to,
not like the Swisher Sweets or anything.
nope.
Not that type.
Why is that your go-to?
No.
Because it's mine too.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
Is that the only? No, it's probably not the only brand of are Swisher Sweets just cigars?
The
little cigars.
the little ones you get at these same gas stations, I'm sure.
In fact, is
Have
that what they go by, like
ID ready.
cigarellos? Isn't that what they're?
I don't know. I don't know why Swisher Sweets is a fallback to when anybody says tobacco-related products.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Holiday as my
Yeah.
fave. I would go Simonson's as second, and Casey's is too floral or fruity or something for me.
See, there's one thing when it comes to some of these coffees that is just my personal preference. I like to be able to drink it and not have it really linger in the back of my throat for hours.
Right.
Right? It coats some of these different blends. The Holiday doesn't. I feel like I can drink that and then I'm going to want to drink it again because it's not just lingering.
Yes, I agree. It's just got a smooth component is what you're trying to say. I think it's just really smooth. It's a smooth cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
No creamer needed on that one.
Never.
That's what I would say.
You feel like you could have 3 cups of that in a day? No sweat?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Oh,
Easy.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bring it on.
Now, here's the trick when it comes to gas station. There's 2 places where coffee's very scalding hot, McDonald's and certain gas stations.
Yes.
There's one in Grand Forks because, you got your routines. So I'm going back to Devil's Lake. You stop at a particular gas station. And you would have to wait to get down to the Arvilla turn before you could drink it on the other side of the Air Force Base because it was so dang hot.
So dang hot.
Yeah.
Are you one of the people that take off the lid of the coffee? Like, do you take off the lid and let it cool down?
No.
No. You don't
Smart.
do that.
That'd
Oh.
be a smart play, but no.
Yeah. I mean,
feel-
it's a dangerous play.
Yeah.
Because once you take that off and you cool it down too much, there's no going back.
Mhm.
Oh, I was thinking you hit one bump and all
it's
of a sudden
everywhere.
now
Yeah, that too.
you're actually making a detour at the burn war.
Oh my gosh, someone said try the coffee from McDonald's. Okay, so next up is fast food.
Okay.
Fast food coffee.
I'm fine with
Holiday's
okay.
taking the cake. I knew it too. I predicted Holiday be the winner because that's my favorite gas station.
See, now I have not done Holiday before. This first time diving in. Just putting the toe in, I'm in.
You're in.
I got to admit, I would think that as coffee lovers that I know you both to be, your favorite gas station would be dictated by whether or not the coffee was your favorite coffee.
You'd like to think
Yeah,
that,
but I'm also one, if I can just
Just
pay at the
not
pump
picky.
and not go and make eye contact and talk to the cashier, that's pretty much what I do, just
Okay.
for whatever reason. I'm not that particular. Where I live, there's a Cenex. I will go gladly drink that coffee too.
So really what we should say is while
Tyler's
you
not
may
picky.
have
Yeah.
preferences when it comes to gas station coffee, you're going to drink whatever is there.
Yeah. Well,
If
Yeah,
you need a cup
Tyler-
of coffee, you're taking it.
Now, will this make or break some people's decision? Yeah, Tyler's not picky.
no. Really
Tyler's
not.
like, is there a cup of coffee sitting there?
I'm a
Cool, I'll drink
basic dude.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Holiday hazelnut is very consistent between Fargo and Minneapolis at every gas station, the way they have set up their coffee making units.
See, that is
Interesting. See, Holiday is on point.
the hazelnut blends at gas stations. Mhm.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, agreed.
What's
agree
the
with that,
biggest coffee container you own? Like something that you'd take with you somewhere?
Well, I don't know how many.
Because
ounces
you
it
remember
is.
when gas stations were famous
Oh, yeah.
for like
Yeah.
the guzzler?
They still
and it
have
was
them
a
at the
giant.
Cenex.
Yeah.
Where do you put that thing though?
I
It
mean,
doesn't go into
you're-
a cup holder.
You're strapping it into the passenger seat is what you're
right.
doing.
Safety belt and everything.
I've seen JJ strap it,
Yeah.
a thing of popcorn into a seatbelt to bring it back to
It's
the
not my
studio.
first rodeo.
I was like, you've clearly done this before. I have to have mild roast coffee. See, mild roast, not an option at any of these stops. And I think you would be surprised. Mild doesn't always taste better. I think a darker roast, you're going to get that flavor that Tyler and I were looking for. Like you're going to get those nuttier, those smoother flavors. I feel like mild, you're always risking getting those citrusy, florally sweet notes in them. Someone said I have to add chunks of ice when I get coffee from gas stations and McDonald's. That's so smart. Just go over to the pop machine and add a few cubes of ice. Why have I never done that?
I don't know. When you talked about the lid thing, I'm brilliant. Game change. Wait, there's ice available too?
Wait. Wow, all of these opportunities.
Okay, so you're going to do fast food restaurants as well. May I add one?
Yeah.
The Battle of the Church Coffees. And we get like 4 churches to bring in their coffees to be like, listen.
It's Monday, though. They're off today.
Yeah.
Oh,
like they
You're
were.
telling me that the little lady who's in charge of the coffee is like, she's like, I will make a special pot and I want the Methodists here and, Langdon to win.
We should just do a Sunday quick
Tour?
Coffee tour?
coffee tour Sunday morning.
Crashing services for the coffee.
Yeah.
We're just here for the fellowship.
Someone says Quick Stop has the best station. It's interesting you say Quick Trip because Holiday has Quick Trip cups. So does that mean they have the same coffee?
Breaking
I'm just
codes.
saying. I don't know.
Also, Amy and I had a real trouble coming up with more than Holiday and Casey's for a long time of like,
Yeah.
what other gas station brands are there? And then once we
where are we
looked at like a
going?
map, at least for me, I'm like, oh yeah, there's
Yeah,
a bunch of gas station
There's a
brands.
lot.
There is. Okay.
All right.
Holiday wins this round. Thanks, Tyler
Thanks.
Axness. He'll be back at 2:00. Are you running for governor?
We'll talk about options for
Okay.
a lot of people coming up.
Oh, interesting. He didn't say no.